Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Hello everyone, and welcome finally to my Breath of the Wild playthrough. Now before I start actually playing the game, let me preface by saying how this is going to be a walkthrough, so there will be a lot of in-depth explanations and stuff like that as I play. I will do my best. Do note that I am not an expert, and a lot of the things that I will be doing will be for entertainment purposes, so I recommend that you do as I say, not as I do. I will have a death counter in the bottom right, and I will also go into the details about the HUD and everything like that. But for now, let's go ahead and get this game started, shall we?
That is a Sheikah slate.
No, ma'am, I believe that's
Take
an
it.
iPhone.
It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Pretty sure that's an iPhone. Look, it's got the eye on it and everything. Mysterious tablet with a glowing center, yet you've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. It's because it looks like a Nintendo Switch. Sheikah Slate. That is an all-purpose mobile device that we will use for a majority of our journey, whether we like it or not. Now, as you can see here, we have a HUD. In the top left, we have our health. That is 3 hearts. In the bottom right, we have the pathetic excuse for a map, temperature, and sound. Whenever we take a step or do any kind of action that makes or creates noise, you can see that in the bottom right. That'll be important for later. Now in these chests, we have some well-worn trousers and an old shirt. I didn't actually read the. Oh, let me read these. A thin shirt made from long ago, coming apart at the seams, but it's better than nothing. The sleeves are a bit on the short side, and these old trousers are threadbare in spots, but they're surprisingly comfortable. The legs are a bit too short, though. I'm wondering who left this for us. We never find that out, by the way. I'm just something that I'm thinking about. Pick up these barrels. You can pick up and throw items with A. If they're light enough, things like boxes or such, you cannot pick up, but you can push them if you lean up against them. By the way, that green wheel you see, that is the stamina wheel. Once it runs out, we become tired and we can't complete any other actions that require stamina. And we also have a reduced speed. If you press and hold B, you can use stamina. You can use your stamina to run. Let me just run out of stamina right here. If your stamina reel runs out, you'll be too tired to do certain actions until it fills up again. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this door.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Ooh, it's got AR. IR. Whatever it is that the amiibos use, it does that. God, so bright. I can't see.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
No, I'm pretty sure the light is the sun.
Now go.
I don't want to go. It's so bright. I want to go back to bed. You know what? Playthrough's over. I'm going back to bed. I'll see you later. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get all the way up through out here. Some water and a wall. Now we can climb by holding upwards and pressing X. And while climbing on a wall, you can move in all 4 directions. Press X to jump and B to let go. If you jump while holding down, you can jump away from the wall. That'll be important for later. Let's get to the top of this right now. Now, before I go all the way out, there is one important item that is going to be very hard to get. So I'm going to crouch. Crouching increases your stealth and reduces the amount of sound that you create. Oh, never mind. So I was really nervous to actually start doing this, but I thought it would be really fun because I have put some effort into this one. Some really good effort. Anyway, back to what I was trying to do. There it is. Alright, on that tree. Now this isn't the only place you can get this item, but that is a bladed rhino beetle. This beetle's razor-sharp horns demand that you handle it with care. Boil the horns alongside Martha parts and concoct an elixir that will raise your attack power. This is not a rare item to say the least, but it is good to get this as early as possible because we're going to need it for later. This is a speedrunning tactic that I believe is obsolete now because they take a different path, but it's good to have for now because it can raise your attack temporarily, and also something else, which I am actually going to plan to do for this. Now, let me go ahead and pick up this mushroom. A common mushroom found near trees in Hyrule. Eat it to restore half a heart. And collect this tree branch. Not really much to say about that. But now we have a weapon. This is a one-handed weapon. There are 3 different kinds of weapons in this game. There's the one-handed weapon, the two-handed weapon, and then there is the spears. They're all pretty self-explanatory, but a one-handed weapon is the only weapon you can have in tandem with the shield equipped at the same time. Now let us climb down here. And let's pick some apples off of this tree. Common fruit, found around Hyrule. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh. Zelda, not now. I'm climbing a tree.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
I will. Jeez. Don't be like Navi from Ocarina of Time. Grab that apple. Let's talk to this old man. Ooh, what's this? A baked apple. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go around taking whatever you please. Forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame makes for a succulent treat. It's a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. I hope you permit me one question. If I may be so bold, are you not chilly? Oh yeah, I purposefully didn't put on the clothes I was just given just so I could get this line. Yeah, I'll put on some clothes right away after this. But where are we? Answering a question with another question. That is fair enough. I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence. I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Yeah, upsy daisy. That temple there, long ago it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in the state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. That was nice. Can I talk to you again? Oh, what are you doing? Relaxing by the fireside, of course, although I may need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on a fire makes them tastier and more nutritious. That is good advice. Do you not have somewhere else to be, young one? No, but yeah, that is good advice. We're going to take this opportunity to grab all of these food we have in our hands, and just drop them on the fire. And collect some of these toasty baked goods. Baked foods, they cannot be used in any other recipes, but they increase the amount of health they restore by 1.5 times. I believe that's it, yes. So they are very good for cooking over the fire. I'm gonna go ahead and just steal this old man's torch here. This torch will stay lit once ignited, but if you put it away, the flame will be extinguished until you light it again. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. And how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? To set things on fire. That is rather unnerving. Please be cautious around any dry grass that might catch fire. You know, there are plenty of monsters in this area. A torch would make a good weapon if need be. However, don't just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. And now we learn how to lock on. This is good for fighting multiple enemies at once or enemies that are hard to see. We'll get into deeper about that later on. But for now, why don't we do that thing we promised to do? Just set things on fire. Yes! Burn! Burn! Off to a great start. Anyway, we have a goal in mind. We might as well take that. Maybe take our opportunity to do that. Stop laughing at me, old man. Anyway, let's pick up this woodcutter's axe. A woodcutter's tool of choice for felling trees. Its formidable weight and uneven balancing make for a slow, inefficient weapon. Now that we have multiple weapons in our inventory, let's go into depth about the woodcutter's axe. Like it said, it is mostly used for chopping wood, but it is one of the two-handed weapons, and it swings a bit slower than a regular weapon such as a stick or other one-handed weapon. Collect these items here. Now, I know that we have an objective in the bottom right that says we have to go to that glowing point on the map, but we're going to ignore that for now because we have ourselves the most obvious diving board ever. Let's just jump in. Yeah, you found me. Huh? You're not Hetsu, but you can still see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you're into Hetsu, please return this to him. Korok seed. This small seed was given to you by a Korok. It has a distinct smell. If you gather a bunch of them, you never know what may happen. Oh, my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. That is a Korok child. One of the many children of the forest. I'll get into more depth about what the use of those Korok seeds do, but for now, just know you're gonna need a lot of them. This is a rusty broadsword. The rusty items, such as this broadsword, are not that good as far as being a weapon. Yes, they do a lot of damage for now, but they have terrible durability. You should be cautious about all the weapons that you have, using small, weaker weapons for the small, weaker enemies. And here we have our first enemy. This is a Bokoblin, 8 health, small stature, and stupid. I'll take his tree branch. They are the common enemies of this game. They are like the zombies of Minecraft and such. And they have 2 different drops: a Bokoblin horn or a Bokoblin tooth. I believe that's what it's called. Either that or a fang. By the way, the severed horn of Bokoblin, a creature often encountered in the plains of Hyrule. It is inedible, but it can be tossed into stew with some critters to make an elixir. So yeah, monster parts, as they are called, are effective items that can be combined with other items to make an elixir. Elixirs can only be made if you have an ingredient that has a special property as such. I'm also gonna pick up this acorn. Nothing of note there. We're gonna ignore that Bokoblin there. Oh, our second enemy for the day. This is a Choo-Choo, I believe. Yes, and they can be found in almost any part of Hyrule. They're very small, but they can grow larger over time. For this one, it only drops 1 item, and that is Choo-Choo Jelly. Or just Choo Jelly for short. Now, as you can probably see, my tree branch is badly damaged. So, what do we do other than throw it at the enemy, and it does double damage. And pick up a tree branch. I want to make sure I have plenty of these for the fights. Plenty of fights ahead. But anyway, as we make our way down this hill and towards the goal here, as been noted by Zelda. If I can choose. Okay, so I lost a tree branch there, but it also takes some damage, so let me go ahead and recover some health real quick. This is our inventory. It is sorted into a few different sections. We have weapons, armor, materials, food, and key items. Right now we only have these 2 things. And for now, let's go ahead and just eat 1 apple as it restores half a heart. Also, you can press Y to sort your inventory. That's always good. And it looks like we have our first enemy. Well, guarded enemy. And he has something for us. What you got there? What you got there, buddy? Looks like he has a shield. Now, I did a perfect dodge there by focusing on the enemy and jumping at the right time before he attacks. And that does a perfect dodge. Perfect dodges give you an opportunity to dash towards your enemy and do a bunch of rapid succession of hits. This is integral for battle. This is what you can use to thin out the enemies very quickly, or at least take out one of the enemies in a large group. It is very, very important for you to note. Also, we got some arrows, implying that we're going to be getting some bows soon. Now let me pick up these items, and now I have a shield. Shields are sorted by durability and how many hits they can block. That's the same thing. But the amount of damage that it can parry or reflect. And I'll get into parrying later if we find another enemy. But for now, let's approach the tower. I just want to give you a brief moment to listen to this music because it is by far my favorite song in this game. Whenever I approach these different things, but anyway, let's go ahead and place the Sheikah Slate in the pedestal as they command us to. Where is it? So weird. In you go. Sheikah Tower activated. Wait, what tower? Please watch for falling rocks. What? Falling rocks? What do you mean? What? Wait, what's going on? Oh no. Oh gosh. That hurt. Okay. Well, we did it. We made it to the Great Plateau Tower. Distilling local information.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Alright, well, that is the first part of the story that you need to hear. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, this tower. This is the Great Plateau Tower, and it has given us information on our Sheikah Slate, if we open it up here, about this entire area. And right now, the only ground we covered is from the Shrine of Resurrection all the way down to the tower. So while this is this already tells you that this is a very, very large area. But if you zoom out just a little bit, you can see that we have quite a bit of ground to cover. Anyway, let's get back to the game. All right, so we only have one path to go, and it's down this tower. Oh my gosh, the old man can fly! My, it seems we have quite the enigma here. This tower and just like and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop the tower?
Oh.
You need not to conceal the truth from me. Truth be told, I saw the whole thing unfold from afar. Oh man, old man's got eagle-eye vision. Although I could not hear anything, as I did see you react as if you heard something coming from the direction of the castle. How'd you know? Hit the nail on the head, did I? Did you happen to recognize this voice? No. I see. That is unfortunate. That means you're crazy. We'll get you to a hospital right away. Oh wait, there's no hospitals out here. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom to Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you'd say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish.
Oh.
Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Hand it over. Ooh, certainly, why not? But there is no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Yes, there is. If I kill you, there is. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Alright, we'll take you on their little challenge, old man. You know you never gave us your name. Come now, let me show you something. Okay. Did you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light? Oh, you mean that one over there? The one that's bright and glowing and we could see from almost every cutscene that just happened in the past few minutes? It began glowing the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. Cool. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Nah. I can just make it down myself. Watch. This old man don't know what he's talking about. I can just climb down, see? Watch. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Hey, maybe we just didn't do it right. Let's do it from the side this time. Just climb all the way down. This is safe, right? Oh, nope. My hand slipped. I mean, that's obviously not going to work. And I've lost a bit of health. Eat some apples. Alright, old man, we'll take you up on your challenge. On the next episode. Yep. First episode down. This is gonna be a series. I hope you're all excited as I am. I'll see you then. Goodbye.